Hello guys and welcome back to LeetLogics. This is the arithmetic slices to subsequence problem from LeetCode. This is a LeetCode hard and the number for this is 446. So in the given problem, we are having an integer array nums and we have to return all the arithmetic subsequences of nums. So what is an arithmetic subsequence? So arithmetic subsequence is a, you can say, sequence that will consist of at least three elements. So minimum we want three elements, and the difference between any two consecutive elements is the same. Like if you pick any two consecutive elements of a sequence, it should always give you the same difference. So let's see. Here we have three examples of arithmetic sequence and an example of non-arithmetic sequence. So let's start with arithmetic sequence. The first sequence is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So the difference between 1 and 3 is 2, 5 and 3 is also 2, 7, 5 is also 2, and 9 and 7 is also 2. So the difference is same if we pick any two consecutive elements. And similarly for this sequence 7, 7, 7, 7, the difference is 0. And for this sequence, the difference is -4. So since the difference is same and it is also greater than 3 elements, so it is an arithmetic sequence. But this example, you see the difference between the first and the second element is 0, then between these two is 1, and between these two is 3. So this is not an arithmetic sequence. So what we have to do, that we have to find out the number of subsequences of an array which are possible arithmetic subsequences. So let's see through an example. Suppose we have this example 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So there are 7 possible arithmetic subsequences. How? You see 2, 4, 6, yes, a possible answer. 4, 6, 8, yes, all are 2. Then 6, 8, 10, yes. Then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, yes. Then 4, 6, 8, 10, yes. Then we have this entire array as the same, and also 2, 6 and 10 also. Yes, yes. So now let's see how we are going to solve this. But so we are going to use a DP along with a hash map, and the hash map will store the difference between the pairs and its entry along with it. And we are going to create a DP to store the previous results. So first of all, initialization of the DP and the hash map we are going to do, and then we are going to iterate over all the pairs. So we'll be using two loops I and j to perform to form all the pairs of the indices I and j where I is less than j, and then we are going to simply calculate the difference, calculate the potential common difference, and that difference what we have calculated, we'll check in the hash map. If it exists in the hash map, we'll do the updation of the count in that case, and if it does not exist, then we'll put it into the hash map. And once the hash map is completely filled, then we can accumulate the count from the DP table which we have, and then we can simply return the result. So let's now come to the coding section, but before that, do like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. So first step will be, let's define the length. Then the second step will be the DP table initialization. So this size will be of n cross n, and then we have a hash map. So hash map we can take of int, I think we can take it of long, so we have the hash map defined as well. So this array list of integers will actually contain the elements which have the same differences and this long will be actually the difference. So let's start by now the first step is to iterate over the n and populate the hash map. So long temp equal to nums of I, and if map does not contain the key and if the map does not contain the key temp, that is the nums of I, then we have to put it into the map. So here we are populating the map because we want that the array list for every integer is initialized before going into the main logic, and then map dot get temp dot add I. So the first element we can add here is this. Now it's time for the now we are going to iterate over all the possible pairs. So all the possible pairs will be formed by I equal to 1, I goes less than n, I plus plus. Then we are going to iterate over the j equal to, so j will come from I plus 1, because since we are forming a pairs we do not need to repeat the elements. So j should be also less than equal to n, and j plus plus, and long a equal to 2l, which we capital L, into nums of I minus nums of j. Now if the map contains the difference, so we are here calculating the difference, and if the map contains the difference, then we need to do some updation, otherwise we can simply leave it here. So if it is inside, so int k will be the elements in the map, and for every element we'll be checking if k is less than I, then we'll be updating the dp table and adding the dp of ki plus 1, because in this case we are going to add the current element into the hash map. So accordingly we have to do the updation hash table also, that is the we need to add the number of subsequence as well. So that's why we are doing this operation. And if it is less than I, if it is greater than I, then we can simply break, because this is an invalid case. Now here we need to add into the sum the dp of I and the j, because we need to accumulate the results, so that's why we are accumulating it into the sum, and then after this we can simply return the sum. Now let's see if it runs fine. There has been some error. So okay, it ran fine for the sample test case. Let's run for the hidden test cases as well. So okay, it passes with a good time complexity and a good memory complexity, you can see. So the time complexity for this solution is O of n square, because that comes from here. We are iterating over all the pair of indices, and the space complexity is used for the DP table, that is for, and that is also O of n square. And you can also check my C++, Python and JavaScript solution by going into the solutions panel and checking this solution. And you can find here the intuition approach, the complexity, the Java code, C++, Python, JavaScript, and yes, do remember me to upvote. So I hope you understood the logic. Do like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.